Good morning from Bangkok, and we are going to grab a little scooter here and we're going to head over to Ekamai bus station. We're heading to Pattaya today. It's been a great stay in Bangkok. I've enjoyed it. I've been here for several days. I got a chance to see the sights during the day, and even the rain broke every day, so it was really nice. It was no problem at all. And then I did some enjoyable sightseeing at night too. There's a lot of new stuff happening in Bangkok. A lot of new places are being built, a lot of new restaurants. But I will say that the prices in Bangkok have gone up. I was able to get a good price on my hotel, but the price of food and the price of entertainment have pretty much doubled. So when we go to Pattaya, we'll get a chance to see what the prices look like there. But yeah, that's a situation right now in Bangkok. Morning traffic in Bangkok. It can be crazy. But you know, because of the rain and also because now I'm packed up, so I got my backpack with me. You know, the walk from Soi 4 to Ekamai, that's a good exercise. But if you got all your stuff with you, it's better to just take a taxi. Whew. Traffic this morning is crazy, but you know what? It's morning traffic in a big city. A city with millions of people. If you're going to the bus station and it's a nice sunny day and you don't have your backpack with you, I mean, you can just walk and get a good exercise, but otherwise, you know what? It's better to just take a taxi for something like this. Here we are, we're pulling up to Ekamai bus station right here. Have a good day, thank you so much. When you get to Ekamai bus station, it's very easy to see the large sign to get the ticket to Pattaya, and here's the prices for a current one-person ticket one way. Very inexpensive. There's lots of places to eat at the bus station here. The buses are well marked, and it does state on a large sign which one is loading. So we are here at Ekamai bus station. Now to get here, they wanted 100 baht for the scooter, okay? The tuk-tuks wanted 300 baht to get here. And one of the car taxis quoted me 200 baht. It's interesting that the tuk-tuks are the most expensive, and I did try to negotiate, and it just didn't work. They wanted 300 baht. So just to give you an idea what the taxis are costing. Getting to Ekamai from Soi 4, you know, it's probably a little over a kilometer. But again, it's because I have my backpack with me that I decided to do that. Otherwise, I wouldn't really worry about it. I just walk. But amazing that the ticket is for really just the next bus, because I've come here before during busy seasons and things like that. Whew. You can sit here for hours and wait. Even though they have a lot of buses going from Bangkok to Pattaya, you can still wait a long time. The bus going to Pattaya was new. I was really impressed. I've been on these buses now probably for the last 15 years, and they can be pretty bus up. But this one was new. It had nice comfortable chairs. It had all new overhead, huge windows. I really enjoyed it. It was a welcoming, comfortable ride. And here we are in Pattaya bus station. Look pretty busy today. We are in Pattaya. It is a very, I don't know, it feels good to be back, you know. I haven't been in Pattaya now for about half a year, and this is kind of like a second home for me. So to return is not really this like vacation feeling, like I feel that, you know, it's party time or some crazy thing like that. It's very different for me. For me, it's actually a time to kind of relax and feel much more grounded than all the other places that I've been to throughout the year. I feel very comfortable here. I feel like I know the place. So I feel much more like I'm returning home than I feel like I'm going to some foreign destination. I think that returning, it's been so many years now, that returning back to my home state of Hawaii, I'd have to get more readjusted than coming here to Pattaya. All right, we're gonna get on here. And I noticed that they got a mad dog over here, by the way. A mad dog protecting these bikes. This is a new bike here. I've never seen this. This is a new bike altogether. I've never seen this bike. Brand new, yeah? It's a new model of the Yamaha. So again, before you get on a scooter like this, negotiate with them, double check what the price is gonna be. Pretty much from Ekamai bus station to anywhere in Pattaya, it's gonna be about 100 baht, okay? If you wanna go further to Jom Tien, I almost recommend maybe going to get a bite to eat somewhere here in Pattaya and then taking like the baht bus over for 10 baht, you know? As always, I know that the ride through Pattaya on these little scooter cabs, they can be harrowing for some people, but I find them exhilarating. This is the way that I enjoy going. And each of the riders always knows some back road or some sneaky way to get there. Here we are, though. We're at Sutu's Court. I really enjoy staying here. And the prices are always great. It's just a perfect location. We're basically at the intersection of Soi Bukaw and Soi Lanky. It's a very good location. All right, good. We're checked in. One of the things I like to do is I like to go up to the room and check and make sure that the Wi-Fi is working, because really the room itself, its location or anything else about the room, I'm usually fine with. It doesn't have to have new furniture or anything. It just needs to have Wi-Fi so I can, you know, upload videos and things like that. Other than that, I'm fine. Having the lift is really nice. Going up and down stairs can be tough for me. So at the time that I'm coming through, it's a basically low season price. So I'm paying 550 baht a night, which is really good. That's like $16 a night. But again, I think Sutu's Court does usually have good prices. They have bigger rooms for, you know, double the price and things like that if you need it. But this room is just perfect for me. The bathroom looks great. And you've got a nice little balcony area outside here. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Oh yeah, this is just perfect. Good place for me to hang stuff up to after I do like a little in-room wash or maybe use the swimming pool. Yeah, just a good looking room actually altogether. You've got your good size refrigerator. Let's go ahead and take a look over here. Television setup. I checked to make sure the Wi-Fi was strong. And let's see if we've got security here. Okay, so I do remember that about Sutu's Court is that they do generally have you use security up front. Packing for me is a simple thing to do because I'm just traveling with one backpack. I use these plastic bags. I recycle them basically to kind of keep everything organized in my backpack. I love this salad bar that they have here. Just look at this. It's incredible. It wraps all the way around. Let me show you the other side too. This side over here, they've got all these roasted vegetables to put on your salad. It just goes on all the way around. And here's the price. You can kind of figure the price. But I'll tell you that generally you can make yourself a salad here. It'll cost you a couple of dollars. We are making our way to the beach step by step, but I like to come to the mall here and grab a bite to eat. The price of the food here at the mall is really good and it's fresh. I showed you what the salad bar looked like, and now I'm going to show you the sandwich that I bought. This is the sandwich that I bought. It's a salami sandwich. They have a variety of about maybe 6 different sandwiches you can get that are pre-made, and they're 120 baht. And then the little espresso is 17 baht. So this was 137 baht, and it is a really good sized meal. I mean, it will fill you up, and it's made fresh every day. So I do like to stop by here. And again, this is the Central Festival Mall, which has a fantastic food court. And you got a variety of choices here, but for me, I just get the pre-made sandwiches. Saving money on meals is important. As I'm traveling around, I have to remember to tell myself, I'm not on vacation, I am retired. So if I am gonna go out and get a meal from some location that costs 300, 400 baht, it's much better for me to come here and get the fresh sandwich for 130, 137 baht. After we finish up the meal, let's head down to the beach. Oh, it looks like it's not too busy today. It is so nice to be back again, walking on Pattaya Beach. Like I said earlier, it's kind of like a second home for me. In fact, to wander along this beach is probably a lot more comfortable and familiar to me than if I went back to Hawaii and wandered along Waikiki Beach. There'd be so many changes that I have to readjust to it. But the reason why I wanted to have this conversation with you is because I have been traveling now either for work or basically retired for about 5 years. I worked in the Middle East, I worked in Asia. I would go back to the United States to visit family. Sometimes I would even take like a 2 or 3 month break between contracts. And that's where I got my experience to kind of get ready to retire like this. But now I've been basically full-time traveling. And I've been full-time traveling for, my goodness, now it's been over 6 months. Yeah, I mean, it's probably going on a year. And there is probably people in my family and people that are watching this right now that are wondering why did I leave the West, and why am I just fully traveling like I am? In other words, why don't I do just the opposite? Why don't I live in the US? And why don't I go on vacation, you know, for a couple of months outside of the US? The first thing that you're gonna think, and you're not wrong, is money. You're gonna think that it's a cost of living issue. And yeah, that does play a big role in it. I am spending about $500 a month for housing while I'm in Asia. I'm spending about that, maybe a little bit more depending upon the month, for food. I'm not buying any more clothing. I don't buy more shoes. I mean, unless they fall apart or something like that. I have no car payment. So definitely the cost of living is big. Housing alone back in the States would cost me $2,500 a month. Food, these days, the way food cost is, I don't know, maybe $1,000, I don't know. It'd be maybe $600-700. I don't know, maybe if you were able to live frugally, you might be able to keep it around $600 or $700. That's per person, that's insane. Healthcare costs is another big one. While I'm traveling, I utilize healthcare insurance that allows me to travel, which costs me a lot less than what it would cost if I stayed in the United States. So housing, food, healthcare costs, no car, no insurance, no gas. You might as well go ahead and throw another $1,000 in my pocket, you know, every month. So yes, that does play a big role. I would say that rolls into something else though, and that is stress. The last couple of years that I was living in the US, and the time over the last few years that we've had this international sort of lockdown that took place, I was stressed. I was stressed because I was a type person that always had to be informed, always had to know everything that's going on. I had to always be prepared, always be ready for any emergency. And in that level of chaos, and as poorly handled as it was in the West, and I saw firsthand the way it was handled so much better overseas, I realized that this whole idea of first world that I was living in was a sham. I wasn't living in the first world. I was living in bizarro land. And I just got tired of it. I got tired of watching common sense go out the door. I got tired of watching the riots burning the cities down that I thought were, you know, I mean, every city's got its problems. Every city's got its issues. But to just see all your US cities just burning and collapsing, and the violence, the drugs, the chaos, people turning against law enforcement, supporting violence and supporting, you know, chaos and destruction. I was not okay with that. I wasn't. And I wasn't going to stay. I wasn't going to support it. And I wasn't going to be part of it. But what choice did I have? In other words, if you speak out about it, they silence you. If you try to take action about it, they arrest you. If you try to be part of something, then you're just as confused and mixed up and destructive as everybody else. No, thank you. Not me. I saw how futile that was because I watched people who tried all three. I watched people who tried to talk about it get silenced and destroyed. I watched people who tried to participate in it get their lives ruined with arrest records, and now they can't travel anymore. They can't ever buy a house. They can't do anything. And I watched people that try to stand up against it, and the government said, nope, you can't. You can't stand up against it. Let the chaos run free. You have no say. Taxpayer, veteran, we don't care. The chaos reigns and you don't. If you tell me that I'm living in a free country, and I look around and I see that it's a free country because I'm living in it and I see what's happening, okay, I got you. Tax me. Take my money. Make me serve my country, whatever you want to do, because I'm living in a free nation. But don't tell me that I'm living in a free nation when I'm not. Don't tell me I have the rights that I supposedly have when I don't. But the criminals running the streets and destroying their cities do. No, thank you. I won't participate in it. I won't be part of that. I'm not going to pay into it, and I'm not going to physically be there to be part of it. I left the West because I wanted to go back to a time when I could be at peace in my heart, where I could take a breath. You do the right thing here, you get along just fine. It's the same in just about every Asian country that I visited this year, and I visited a lot of them. I found that you could say to yourself, well, that's not a free country. They don't have this right. They don't have that right. I didn't notice any problems there. I didn't notice the crime and the violence. Nope. I didn't see the injustice. I didn't see people turning against law enforcement. I didn't see anybody running through the streets, smashing and destroying stores. So what, you're going to say, oh, those aren't free countries? I'm taking them. I'll take them. I left the West because if they're not going to treat me like they care about me, like they care about how hard I work to put money into the system, to protect the system, to raise families, to build things, build businesses, build homes. If they're going to treat me with disrespect and treat criminals like they're right and I'm wrong, and I don't have the right to defend myself against them, bye-bye. I'm out. So, yeah, this might be a little bit different why I left the West. But the reason why is because it's why we're actually all leaving the West. And nobody else wants to talk about it. I'm so happy to finally be back to relax and wander along Pattaya Beach. This week I'm gonna go get all my stuff done. I'm gonna get my dental work done. I'm gonna get my hair cut. They're gonna trim it back here. I got an idea. You'll see what it looks like. I'll show you the place too. It's a really cool haircut place. And I'll probably get a few things done while I'm here too. A couple other stuff done. I'll take you along for all of that. But you know what? This is just another fantastic destination, and we're gonna keep going. I've got like 3 more countries that are already prepared to go to after Thailand this trip. Come along with me. Like and subscribe to the video. Let me know in the comment section what you think about my Why I Left the West video. Okay? Let me know what you think of it compared to other Why I Left, you know, where everybody's all like, oh, you know, we always wanted to see the temples. Yeah, I wanted to see the temples too. And I kind of like that the temples are not being burned to the ground. That's kind of cool. That's kind of nice, you know what I mean? So I'll talk to you again later. Stay positive. Remember, there's a big world out there and things are very different in that world. All right? And you can visit them. You got a passport? You got a credit card? You got a used backpack sitting in the closet? That's all I grabbed. 3 things. And I was on a plane and I was out of there. Come join me. Until we talk again later, aloha.